right idea for where I'm going to put the two eyes. Now there's two things I want to make sure that I'm doing with these eyes before I actually start to draw them. One, space between them. Don't put these things right next to each other. You want a little bit of room between your eyes. Also notice how you don't see the bottom of my eyes. They are resting on top of the snout, meaning you don't see the bottom of the eyes. They get chopped off, cut off by the snout. And if you think what you have is okay, maybe not perfect, but okay. We'll just start to trace this over, darken this in, so something like this. And then, coming up from the cheeks, pretty much going to the top of the circle, I need to make this big rounded M shape. This big rounded M which goes all the way up to the top of the circle. Because this is going to give me Mickey's mask. That's the black area that goes around his eyes and is the back of his head. Then here in the top corners of his head, what I need to give him is two big ears. And you want to think of the ears basically just as these big and oval shapes. The only thing that's really important about the ears is the size. You want to try and make these things about half the size of Mickey's head. Now they can be a little bit bigger, they can be a little bit smaller. That's fine, you can get away with that. But once again, going around with our shoulders, here in the top corner, slowly, lightly. We're going to work out, okay, what in the world are my ears going to look like? Well, for me, they're going to look something like this. Again, something like this. Don't worry about yours looking exactly like mine. Just this idea is what's important. So just lightly work them out. Because if you think what you have is, once again, okay, not perfect, but okay, we can then just start to trace them over, darken these in, so that they stand out. That much easier. Because once I've got my two ears pretty much taken care of, now to really bring my Mickey to life, I need to go back into his eyes, and I need to give him his pupils. Now, this is your drawing. You can have Mickey look in any place, any direction that you want. But I myself, I usually like to lightly at first make these quick egg oval shapes down here at the bottom center of the eyes. Make it seem like he's looking more back in our direction. And if I think what I have is okay, not perfect, but okay, we'll just start to trace this over, darken it in. And then inside of the pupils and his nose, I usually also like to draw a little second egg oval inside all three. Because now with the side of my pencil, I cover more ground with it, I can start to shade in, darken in both of my pupils, not shading in that second little egg oval I put in all three. I can shade and darken in my nose, and what this does is it makes it seem like there's a light, a star, something shiny reflecting in all three. Then I can also shade and darken in the back of his mouth. Shade and darken in, pull up the mask, a big rounded M. And of course, I can shade and darken in the ears. But the last thing that you want to do with anything that you ever draw is you always somewhere want to sign your work. You can even date your work. Today is the 22nd. Now we have another minute or so left on the camera before it turns off automatically and my class officially ends. But in case you have something to be, reservations, fast passes, anything like that you need to get to, I've opened up the exit doors for you in the back right of the theater there. Of course, take you back out to the park. But remember, the drawings, which are hopefully on paper, well, they're yours to take home with you. It's a free souvenir from us to you. Pencils, kind of need those for the next class. So take the paper, but do please leave the pencils. So once again, everybody, I want to say thanks very much for stopping by. My name is Ryan, and of course, enjoy the rest of your Associates on here at Disney Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. It teaches you how to